Hey guys, ignore my messy hair. Today I was supposed to do acro. I decided not to. I'm not doing Fridays, and the reason is because, and I know, I basically at the point decided I'm not gonna force myself to film if I don't want to film. You will get videos at least 2 times a week, probably more. But not going off of a schedule, just know you're going to still get videos every week. But I chose not to do acro on Fridays because, first up, for actually a lot of reasons. First up, for me, acro, reasoning one is acro. Every time I do acro with Abby, or any form of acro class, it's always me trying to kick up into a handstand or an elbow stand the whole time, and then occasionally doing a back bend or attempting to, and then also or me doing a tilt. And so yeah, and also my splits because now I have them. So like that situation, and I have them on both sides, so I'm really happy about that. Second reasoning, making this choice allows me to do Sundays out there because my mom has rules of 2 days a week I do it back here. Now, before it was Sundays and Mondays, which kind of, in a way, I'm happy that Mondays, but I also am not. And the reason that Mondays, I need a lot of space because we do these lines and it's jumps and turns sort of situation, and that takes a lot of space. But overall, I'm happy that I'm back here because that way my mom and dad get to see something different. Yesterday, I logged off early and I'm gonna explain why in this. But overall, now I can do Sundays in the living room, and my parents do have the rule that I can trade a day. So if let's say, and last week, we had family coming on Sunday. That was last minute. Last minute they came. Literally what happened was I got around 45 minutes, I would say, until dance. I was kind of getting ready. And then we got a phone call from my brother saying that asking if he could come over, for a little bit. So him and his wife and some of her family came over, and at that point I asked my mom if I could do it out there, because by the time they got here, I only had 10 minutes until dance. So and I wanted to enjoy family time, but I also wanted to dance. So my mom went well, I went what if I do it out here today, and then Wednesday I do it in my bedroom, and she's like, okay. So she gives me the option to trade a day, meaning if there's one day that I'm supposed to do it back here, but family, or there's a good reasoning on why I want to do it out there, I can trade a day and be do it out there, but then another day that I would do it out there, I do it back here, But I logged off early yesterday, which I'll get to in a minute, but I also chose the third reasoning of why I'm not doing Friday's acro is because on top of doing an hour of kicking up handstands and stuff, then at some point I get tired. I'm a human, I get tired. So I take water breaks, and I'm the type where I kind of allow myself to quickly take a sip of water, or in the middle of dance, kind of a normal thing to stay hydrated. And I do have the rule where I don't do that with Angela, because Angela keeps us well hydrated. The last time I worked with Angela, my dad had to bring me back another water bottle because I finished one because Angela keeps us well hydrated. We literally do like two things. We do like two things and then not like two classes, like two things and then she's like, okay, I stop, get some water, hydrate, and I'm like, okay, like, and then we do two more things, and then it repeats, and it's like, Angela keeps us well hydrated, and I like that in a teacher, like in a dance teacher, because hydration is important. But overall, it just like since they added another class to the schedule, which is like, so they do the beginner or for like an hour, and for us it's from 12 to 1 we do beginner, then from 1 to 2 they do the advanced, and then I would have to log back on at 2 to do an hour of a class that is basically just work on what we just learned. So it's like what we just learned, we're working on it. So yeah, it just doesn't work out. And also, I really enjoy like a breather. Like, I enjoy a day off now. And before, I loved dance so much and stuff, but I feel like I will do the acro with Abby once I go a little bit farther with my flexibility. Fun little story that I'm going to tell you real quick before I ask why I logged off early. This one was a really good one. So, the past Wednesday, the past Wednesday, because I had traded Sunday for Wednesday, so I was doing it back here, because I did it out there the past Sunday. And, by the way, was messed up really bad. Like, Wednesday was really weird because, like, first we had, like, two, like, substitute people. Oh, and then, like, which I was kind of disappointed in the sense that wasn't Angela, but I kind of understand it, which was that they couldn't do Angela because there's in-person people, like, ready to go to take the class, and there was no computer there for them to log on with, and so, like, they wouldn't get to, so I kind of get it. And the people that they did have as substitutes were really nice, and I really liked them. It's one of those situations that, like, I really like, but it's one of those, like, I wish it never happened situation, like with Angela. Oh, I wish it never happened, but in ways, I'm so happy. Airplane. In the sense that, like, Angela, for those who don't know, is a substitute teacher. She is amazing. I love her. Like, she's right up there with Abby and Gianna Martello, which is saying a lot from me because it takes a lot of work to get to that point as a dance teacher, and for me anyways. But in ways I wish it never happened, in the sense that now every time I log on I'm like, please give us Angela, just give us Angela. Now, unless it's Abby or Gianna, but any other teachers I'm like, just give us Angela, like begging for Angela, knowing that like when I don't get Angela, I just get disappointed. Like, I get disappointed, and it makes me like, I'm sad because then my heart just breaks with disappointment because I wanted Angela. Like, it's one of those things that's so good that when it's not happening, it kind of is a bad thing. And that's the same with this guy. He's no Angela, the one guy that we had as substitute with this woman. They're no Angela. Nowhere near amazing as Angela. But they are pretty good. Like, they're amazing. Yeah. Angela wins by a lot of levels because Angela managed. I feel like the reason I give Angela a lot of extra points is because Angela managed to do something that I thought was impossible. she managed to make conditioning fun. Sorry, I'm not joking. Every time I talk about that, it makes me just shocked in the sense that she managed to make conditioning fun. That's one of the reasons I like her. I also like her in the sense that she seems really, really nice, and then also she goes more towards hip hop. And that's something really good. Then, she goes more towards hip hop. I love hip hop. She's just overall really amazing, and she just kind of goes towards things that I like, except for the conditioning. But actually now I'm starting to like conditioning. I still, I get why. It's good for you. For those who don't know what that is, it's kind of like a workout situation. But yeah, on to what this video was supposed to be about. But I logged off early yesterday due to first up, my stomach was hurting yesterday, throughout the entire day because it's that time of the month and stuff, which had never happened for me. And today, it's not hurting. And it's yeah. But then that might be because I did eat a lot of cheese puffs yesterday, and yeah, that kind of can play into, because it never happened to me. Well, so there was that situation. Also on top of it, I didn't know we needed to bring the mat. Literally, because nowhere on the schedule does it say acro. But turns out the TikTok class is kind of learning tricks and stuff, learning acrobatic tricks and gymnastics and tumbling tricks that you see on TikTok, but also learning TikTok dances and stuff, and I'm yeah, so I didn't know you needed the mat, and so yeah, I didn't bring it out, and also something kind of happened where I thought there was a thing on a bunch of different teachers' Instagram stories about this ballet class thing, and at first I went it doesn't say Zoom, but then and I did look, and it does say Zoom on it. So I thought we were supposed to have that at 4 o'clock, and I logged on late actually because both of the computers decided not to like me yesterday. Yeah, they decided they weren't gonna like me. They were gonna update. They were gonna be slow, and so I was freaking out in my head, oh, I'm gonna miss part of the class. So I finally log on, and nothing happens. And I waited until nothing happened for 2 hours, and then our normal Thursday class schedule happened. So I have no clue. Also, something that I am really excited about is we are getting a new ballet bar. We are making one. The reasoning is, at first, the thing that I have been telling my parents for so long now, for a really long time now, since we made the ballet bar pretty much, is that it's not safe. It's not safe one bit. It wobbles so much, to the point where me and Bella, I tested it one day to see how far it would wobble, to the point where I'm gonna straight up just show you. So, yeah, I'm gonna actually get a better angle. kind of works. I'm going to spoon it out like a tiny bit. This is actually. So let me attach this screw. Okay. And we're going to slide it over like that's unsafe, like it won't. But me and Bella tested it one day and it went almost to the floor. So the ballet bar is real. Let me readjust. You can. Okay. It's really unsafe. And my parents kind of went like, oh, it's not a big. And at first, we had that issue at first. And then my dad fixed it up a little bit by adding this green thing to it. And to like make it a little bit more safe. And that way it won't wobble as much side to side, but that kind of didn't fix it. Like, it slightly, like, it made it, like, slightly better, because now it's not going near the floor, but still, it still didn't fix the issue. So, at first, my parents just didn't see anything until yesterday, I was using it and doing, like, fan kicks and stuff. And my mom brought it up to my dad. She went like, that seems really unsafe. And my dad's like, yeah, we're going to get, like, I'm going to make her a, like, new one, a better one. And my mom's like, so it's going to hook to the wall. And he's like, no, because then she can't, like, move it places. And at this point, I'm like, my situation is that there's some ballet bars that you can get off of Walmart and Amazon that aren't too badly priced for what they are. Versus, I don't know. We're just going to see what my dad does. But we need a new one deeply. Because, and my dad's response to that one, yeah, I'm going to make her a new one because that way she won't, like, fall and stuff. So, yeah. Right now, I am about to, I logged off early due to the fact that I didn't bring my mat out, my stomach was hurting, and I was kind of tired. It was a mess. But I am about to get the first page of lyrics, I was going to do the first page of lyrics to my new song, but that's not happening, because I just kind of want to talk and, like, do this, but yeah, also due to the fact that I kind of don't know the area, and stuff that I want to go in. I did get permission from Eva, because in a way I know, like, I didn't need to get permission from her, but I'm a really good friend, and since no one was at fault with her not doing the music video, and it wasn't like she didn't want to or anything. But what ended up kind of happening was I decided to be good and be a nice friend, and I asked her, went like, hey, you don't want me doing this, like, tell me, because our friendship means more, like, and like, I explained it to her, and she went like, go ahead, do it, let me know when it's out so I can put a like on it, and I'm like, okay. Like, she's amazing. Like, Eva, if you're watching this, you are amazing, and, like, thanks for being one of my best friends. I don't deserve you because you are incredible, but also I do anyway because, like, I'm a good person, and I'm not putting myself down in any way. It's just that you are incredible, and I want to thank you for being one of my best friends. And also, Bella, you too, like, Bella, you're also incredible and stuff. Same thing for anyone that is one of my friends. If you go by one of the, well, anyone that's just one of my friends. Yeah. But you have, and I'm not doing, like, family because, like, this is the category of, like, friends. Also my crush. Peace out.